Compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. We all know this, but very few people experience this. And I am trying to set something up for my child so that he can experience the wonders of compounding as he grows up. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel. My name is Niraj, and I talk about personal finance and credit cards. I am also a partner at Holistic Prime Wealth, wherein we help people like you manage their investments, take care of their insurances, plan their taxes, file their taxes, plan their estate, also plan their credit cards, and a lot more. So, if you're interested for comprehensive services, feel free to reach out. So, guys, recently, 3 months back, we were blessed with a baby boy, and as you guys know, I am a hardcore believer of SIP. I have started SIP for him. So we are going to talk about the whole process today as to what steps you should take to start SIPs for your kids, and in the end also talk about other products that are available and do they make sense for investing for kids. So as we progress through the video, feel free to share your process and your thoughts as to how you are creating a corpus for your kids. So when I have started investing in the name of my child, right, so my goal is to use these funds to be gifted to him over the period of his life, and I'll also tell you how that's going to work through the video. So first step for you is to ensure that you have a birth certificate. Okay, without this document nothing is going to happen, so make sure that you get the birth certificate from the local municipal corporation. Once you have received the birth certificate, guys, the next step is to apply for a bank account. Okay, you don't need a PAN card or an Aadhaar card of the child to apply for a bank account. Just the birth certificate is enough. The bank account will be opened in the name of your child and you will be the guardian. So one parent will be the guardian, either mother or father, either of the person can be the guardian. So all you have to do is ask the bank that, boss, I want to open a bank account in the name of my newly born child. What documents do you need? So most likely what they're going to ask is birth certificate and your PAN number, basically your PAN card details. Once they have those details along with other contact details, they will open your bank account. So I personally opened my bank account in IDFC and it was a very smooth process. So thank you IDFC for that. Again, not sponsored by IDFC at all. Once I got the bank account, then I started setting up the mutual fund investment account. So for mutual fund investment account, I am doing it through my firm obviously, but you can directly do it through the mutual fund website as well. Again, the investment account will be set up in the name of your child and you will be the guardian in that account. Okay, once you have set up the investment account, once you have set up the mandates and everything, then your investments can start. So I started with a small token amount of 10,000 rupees in the month of August, and then the SIPs are started from the month of September of 20,000 rupees per month. I am going to keep these SIPs static. What does it mean? These SIPs are going to remain at 20,000 rupees for till the time my child turns 18, and periodically whatever gifts he receives, I will put those amounts as a lump sum in the fund. So I'm also going to talk about what to do with the cash that you receive during the after the child's birth, right, as a gift. We'll talk about that, and we will also talk about the capital gains strategy, right. A lot of people ask me questions about capital gains as well. Now that I have started the SIP, right, as you can see on the screen, I'm sharing the statement of my SIP as well. One SIP is already gone for the month of September. In 18 years, I'm projecting that the investments will grow somewhere between 1.15 crores to 1.4 crores with a very modest return expectation of 10 to 12%, as you can see on the screen. Not only this, let us understand firstly what to do with the cash that you have received. So whatever cash we received at the time of his birth, right, as gifts from family members, I've invested that separately in a separate fund. So this is apart from SIP. Some of money was invested in a separate fund which will also be given to him at the time as he grows up, right. So this separate fund investment was done in my own name and not in his name. However, I have earmarked this in a separate folio and I can gift it to him whenever I want to gift. The idea about this cash, right, see, whatever gifts you receive as cash, right, if it exceeds 50,000 rupees in a year, then it becomes taxable. So 50,000 rupees can be taken as a gift in your personal accounts, and 50,000 rupees can be taken as a gift in your spouse account. Then you can, if you have other family members, you can take 50,000 rupees in other people's accounts as well, and make it completely tax free. Another way to do it is that don't spend money from your bank account. Use this cash to spend it, and then whatever money is there in your bank account, you can always invest that money. That is the idea about tax planning, because ultimately anything more than 50,000 rupees becomes taxable. So be aware about that. The next step, a lot of people ask me, what about capital gains? Okay, if you plan to sell the investments in the interim period, any capital gains that arises will be accrued in your accounts only. So it will be clubbed with you because of the clubbing provisions. So I personally do not intend to sell any of these investments. Once my child turns 18, the clubbing provision will not apply, and then I can start booking the capital gains. So if I start booking the capital gains after he turns 18, every year I can book up to 4.25 lakh rupees of capital gains, provided the rules remain same as they are today. Otherwise, it will be based on the rules which are applicable then. Now, you may think that, okay, once the child attains control of the money at the age of 18, he may not listen to you. That's completely valid. So you can also do another thing. You can figure out between the age of 15 to 8 if you think your child is going to be very disciplined with the money or not, right? If you think that the child will mishandle the money or not take care of the money, then you can take that money back in your account as a gift. So what you can do is you can transfer the units from your child's account to your personal account, and there won't be any taxation on that because you are just transferring the units. Ultimately, clubbing rules apply, like I said, right? So because you are transferring, there is no sale at all, and there won't be any taxes as such. So let me know in the comment section, what do you think of this strategy? Other things that I have done is I've also added my child to my health insurance. You can add your child to your health insurance after 90 days of birth. So I have started that process, and it's a very simple process. My personal health insurance is for 1 crore rupees. All you have to do is reach out to the insurer and tell them that, boss, I've had a child recently and I want to add him to my policy, and they will help you do that. After that, other investment options. So what are the other investment options, guys? There are multiple investment options like NPS Vatsalya, Sukanya Samriddhi, or Public Provident Fund. So let us talk about these products in detail. Public Provident Fund rules are a little bit complex. Basically, again, clubbing rules apply. So your account of PPF and your child's account, total contribution that can be done during the year in both the accounts is 1.5 lakh rupees, because you are the guardian in that account. So basically, guardian account and child's account, it's seen as a combined one account only, and only living parents can become guardians. If parents are not living, then other people like grandparents can become guardians, right? So be aware about that. That's why Public Provident Fund does not make sense as an investment for the child. Sukanya Samriddhi is a good investment because it gives you 1% more return than a Public Provident Fund, and the clubbing rules of PPF don't apply here. So if you have a girl child, you should definitely look at a Sukanya Samriddhi account. NPS Vatsalya, trust me, does not make sense at all, simply because your child will get that money at the age of 60, which is the retirement age, right? What will he do with that money, right? So I am going to share the gifting strategy that I will follow now, but what will he do with that money? So most likely it's not worth it to invest in NPS Vatsalya. So the best strategy, guys, what I have thought so far is to give the money in parts, right? So I've done two investments. One is a lump sum investment in my own name, one is an SIP in his name, right? So I'll see how things work out as he grows older, and if I think that he may not be able to handle the money well, or he may take control of the money, I will probably move it back to my own name and then gradually gift him over the years. So basically, some amount at the age of 21 once he finishes college, some amount at 25, some amount at 30. You can follow this strategy, or otherwise you can give him full control of the funds which you have accumulated in SIP for his name, and they can take care of it. As far as education goal is concerned, I am doing separate SIPs for that. I will take care of the education. These funds do not have any relationship with his education investments. So that also you can consider to be done as a separate investment. And it is very important that you do an education SIP, simply because higher education is very expensive. So your graduation and post graduation is very, very expensive, and if you are planning to send them outside India, it becomes even more expensive. Just to give you a ballpark idea, good colleges in India can cost 15 to 20 lakh rupees per year today, and outside India it can cost you 40 lakh rupees to 80 lakh rupees per year. So having these budgets in mind, it is better that you start planning. There are multiple calculators online. We also help our clients plan for these goals. So if you're interested, please do reach out to us. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for the next video.